Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Tensei shitara Slime Datta Ken. And in the last episode, we got some Shizue backstory, which is always nice because Shizue was a pretty cool character. And just a lot of tragic stuff kind of happened to her. And in current year, she kind of had to deal with Ifrit just sort of taking over her body. I don't know why I said year, it's like, the day, but whatever. Anyway, that was a problem. It was really cool fighting and everything, but it was still a problem to be dealt with, and Rimuru dealt with it pretty well, I would say. Just kind of, chomped up that Ifrit because, fire ain't got nothing on him. He got a lot of resistances when he became a slime. That's just kind of one of them, so it all worked out. But yeah, I guess we'll see where it goes from here. 3, 2, 1, play. Because he hasn't ate Shizue herself just yet. He only ate Rimuru. Ate Ifrit, so we should be getting into that this episode, I think. Because I'm convinced that's how he gets that form, by eating her, Predator and all that. The eye. And we should be getting into them soon, I'm pretty sure. It's hard to say. This show has definitely kept things a little bit on the slower side as far as pace goes. Like, 8 episodes in, we haven't seen any of the Oni, even though they seem very prominent in the opening. Like, they're very plot-relevant characters. I mean, that's pretty clear. Like, you see them even more than you do the goblins, in the opening. And yeah, we haven't got them at all yet. That's definitely interesting. Because you can tell from the opening, unless it's being misleading, that they're a lot more important to the story than the goblin villages. And we spent a lot longer there, so it's just interesting. Anyway, into it. Inherited Will. It's Mr. Slime San to you. You're welcome, Shizue. Anything for a fellow Japanese person? Well, it happens to the best of us. I'm all ears. I will do my best to remember your story. She just has a nice smile, okay? It just draws me in. Yeah. Yeah, we saw that. That was pretty sad. Yeah. Oh, the hero. What's the hero like? I mean, they look kind of similar. Because those two were together in the opening shot. I just assumed it was the same person. They were just doing some sort of artsy thing. Ah. Well, that didn't go well. I mean, I assume that was just, Shizue. But now I'm a little bit confused. But what else is new? Oh, wow. But yeah, they do look a little bit different now that I got to see them closer together, but... Yeah, she's pretty weak. I got that for you. Don't worry. I explains the mask though, but... Cat's moving. Well, that's nice, but... We did see how things ended with Ifrit. It is a cool nickname. Yes, it was. I bet, she seems nice. But there's always a but, isn't there? Yeah. A lot of help you are. Hopefully we meet her on this journey at some point and can get some answers. At least you got the mask to remember her by. You clearly did. Yes, quite powerful. So many demon monster battles later. It does. Just good job. I'd give you a head pat if I could. Although you'd look it. Yeah, I guess that's what the issue was. And that's why I finally just took over. Couldn't repress it anymore. Luckily, Rimuru was able to handle it. They didn't end up hurting too many people like you very well could have. Huh. Nice. I guess that explains like the children around her in that one shot. Yes, the thing we have in common. Okay. That explains that because she was kind of... Because she was in like a previous generation, so... I guess it was a bit weird that she knew a video game line, but that explains that. Yeah, look like they go to a wizard academy. And she really is just beautiful, isn't she? Just look at Shizue. How it goes. Yeah, you know, like the best StarCraft player? Definitely does. Shizu's journey. This episode has definitely been on the depressing side so far. Indeed. Rimuru. Yeah, of course. I don't remember his real name. Yeah, that's what it was. Satoru. Yeah, we lost the E in translation when she got here. Yes, possibly in my belly. Yeah. I mean, it's not too surprising. I mean, I've kind of predicted that a while ago. But still. It's just sad seeing. I really like this girl, so it's hard to watch. She would not have to ask me twice. I would gladly eat her. Yeah, of course. Oh, Leon. I'm sure we'll meet him. Both. Yeah. Yeah. Man, just the voice actors did a really good job there because man, that really just got to me. Because I was borderline tearing up for a minute there. Yeah, I figured that's who that was. Yeah. I feel like my commentary just kind of went down the drain at some point, but just not much to say here. It's just so many feels. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, there's Rimuru's glorious final form. The day Rimuru becomes a girl. Wow, that's looking good. Looking very good, but still very sad. Well, yeah. No, go back to the other form. Okay. Yes. Pretty much. Yeah, it is what she wanted. She did ask for it, so. Yeah, she really liked Shizue. Yeah, I kind of would like to have seen that as well. I mean, it wasn't that long, but they definitely are. What are you looking at me for? Why would you do that to him? They do seem like a fun party to adventure with. Uh, uh, yeah, they probably did. Everyone agrees. But yeah, that was just. I should hope so. Yes, please do. I just poof it up, I guess. I think I like the version without clothing better, personally, but... uh, yeah, that's as close as you're gonna get to seeing Shizue now. uh, uh, okay. That hit pretty hard. Yeah. Just gets a new armor. It's not trying to offend. Oh, really cool. It's like suddenly we have good equipment. You do look good in it. Probably not, but enjoy it anyway. Yeah, because our village is much better off than it was before. But that ruins his character. Yes, the Kaijin. The very same. I'm not like I remember their names, so. Wow. I want a hug too. Clearly, but it makes sense. So much hugging. Don't learn too much from them. Oddly enough. I'm not sure why you're recapping me, but yeah. I know all this already, Rimuru. But yeah, I guess this is when we start to go out and adventure. Yes, please do. But not too quickly, I guess. Yes. And now I guess the prologue is basically over from this point. You're having more and more incredible beings inside of him. Okay. Yeah, sure, but I'd like the other form better. The deserts. Always fun. Who are you? Oh, a, a pig. Oof, that sounded painful. Is he just gonna die or something gonna show up with water or... I can't quite see the lights blinding me. And clearly the name is a more valuable thing there in this world. Is that this... Huh. Well, sure, I mean, he wouldn't say no to that offer. Is he gonna, like, become bigger with the name? The orc disaster. And there's the food. I guess he just carries that bloody meat with him wherever he goes. Okay. 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 Yeah, this was definitely the most feelsy episode of the show, I would say. It never quite got me to, cry or anything, but it got me pretty close a couple of times. Just... Yeah, that was... A couple moments hit me pretty hard there. I mean, just... The visuals of Shizue just running to her mother and slowly going reverting to childhood as she did it, making her way to her. It was a good episode. It was some good stuff. And like I said, just the voice acting of Shizue was just incredible there. Like, just... You can really feel her just slowly losing her life. Progressively becoming weaker and weaker. The sadness, just everything. It was all very well done. Attack of the Ogres, or Oni rather. So, okay. Looks like what I've been thinking of eventually happening is going to happen soon by that title. The Oni will make their move. Probably attack the Goblin Village. That'll be fun. I mean, what we saw at the end of the episode there, like that guy wasn't an Oni, was he? Neither was the pig, so I don't know how that ties in. Maybe that'll be like a future thing, not a next episode thing. I don't know. But anyway, that was the 8th episode of Tensei shitara slime Datta Ken, or that time he got reincarnated as a slime, because that's what he did. I don't know how much really is to say about this episode, because a lot didn't really happen. If you're talking about events, it was pretty much just Shizue and Rimuru having a talk on her deathbed, and her telling him everything that's on her mind, her past, what she wants to accomplish, what she wanted to accomplish, wanting Rimuru to eat her and to kind of, to do what she can't, find her summoner or whatever, Leon, and all that good stuff. And I made an effort to try not to laugh when she asked him to eat her because just it sounds really weird, even though just I know what she meant, and all that, but just a lot could be meant with the phrase "eat me." That's just kind of the thing. But he did do it in the end. He ate her with his predator skill and basically just got her power, Will perform at least her humanoid form, which we did get to see near the end of the episode there, which was great. I was looking forward to that form. I know people will say it's not technically a girl, it's a genderless slime or whatever, but that could not look any more female to me, really. So it looks female enough to me that it is a female to me. So that's how I will refer to that form of Rimuru's going forward, just so you know. But yeah, that was a very feelsy conversation there, and just ended off. It ended. They all walked in. The party members. They saw Rimuru in his humanoid form, and they were just really surprised. Shizue was gone, their party member, and it was pretty sad stuff. Especially when they requested Rimuru to go back to his human form, and then they talked to that form as if it was Shizue because that's kind of the closest you can get to her, really. And they did. They talked to her like that, and then when Eren just ran up and hugged her like that that definitely got me a bit. That was something, just because, yeah, like I said a couple times before, she was pretty close to Shizue, and yeah, that was a good moment to see that. So what else is there really to talk about the episode? I mean, we found out that she was a teacher of some sort with students and stuff, so that's cool. You mentioned one of her students becoming a grandmaster, I believe, so I assume / hope we meet that person at some point. That'd be great. I mean, I kind of thought that's who that was at the very end of the episode at first, but the person came across as very evil, so I doubt it, really, but who knows, it could be. I don't know, the person wore a mask, so it's hard to say. We also found out that there was another person, another, summon, another girl that looked a little bit like Shizue, but wore a mask and stuff, and they battled and became close, very close, and I guess that's where Shizue got the mask from. So that's interesting because I initially thought that that was the same person. I mean, so I had to kind of re-evaluate some stuff now. But I just thought all this talk about summoned person was all the same person, but it seems like they're implying that the person that sealed Veldora was not Shizue, it was somebody else. So that's interesting. I guess it makes sense, but I just kind of lumped all that together as one person in my head because they looked similar enough, really. Just, and wore a mask. The mask that Shizue has, so you can understand my confusion, I hope. It's not that unreasonable to be a bit confused by that. But yeah, just what else is there to say? I think that's about it. Just I'm really happy that Rimuru has the female form now, and just I look forward to seeing Rimuru fight in that form going forward, because we see that form a lot in the opening, so I hope we get to see a good amount of it, at least as much humanoid time as we see in regular slime time I would like to see. Because like I said, there's a decent amount of that form in the opening, so I guess we'll see. I can always hope, right? Just, I could think of a lot of nice things happening in that form, especially if he does any harem shenanigans while in that form. I know this isn't really a harem anime, but he did say he wanted a harem as he came here, so I do hope we still get some harem shenanigans nonetheless. Let's see. But yeah, could you just imagine that? She's in that tent, basically dying, talking to Rimuru, the slime, and you walk in, and suddenly Shizu's gone, and you see just a blue-haired girl standing there, completely naked. That would probably be a lot to take in if you just kind of walked into the tent, so, that's interesting. I kind of wish I could have, listened to their thought process during that scene. But yeah, the 3 adventurers got all set up with gear and stuff from our dwarven artisans that we got from the village, and some of it also included the direwolf fur, which that makes sense. So that's cool. And they all got set up. It's great to see them wearing the nice fancy armor. It's always enjoyable to watch those 3 just interact with each other because they have a pretty good dynamic. You can really tell that they're a party that have been through a lot of adventures together. Well, maybe not a lot. I don't know. But they've been through some adventures together, gotten into trouble. They get along very well. They're very open and honest with each other. So I do enjoy that. And that shot we had of all of them, including Shizue, was pretty cool too. I definitely like that shot. That might be a thumbnail, I don't know. It's hard to say what my thumbnail will be here. But just, yeah. It was a pretty good episode considering, you know, not a lot really happened. It was mostly just Shizu's deathbed sort of episode, which is fine, you know, we needed that. And they all look good in their armor, like I said. You know, Erin looked very nice on hers. Ellen, what do you want to call her? Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say without repeating myself, which I do try not to do too much in my videos, but I do anyway. Yeah, just hopefully we meet that one hero woman. Hopefully we meet Leon so we can, you know, punch him or whatever Rimuru plans to do. Hopefully we meet the one Grandmaster student or whatever that Shizue was talking about. You know, there's a lot of things we can hope for. Because it seems like we're actually going to go on our adventure now. Because I did comment before, you know, that I was wondering what would actually cause Rimuru to leave the village. And, you know, trying to follow through with, you know, Shizu's ambitions, you know, and all that would make sense. I guess that's a good way to do it. But like I said, we should be getting into the Oni soon, so that should be something to look forward to. And I most certainly do. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.